Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are starting today a new session of higher order PDE. We finished with method 1 and method 2, and now we are starting with method number 3. This method generally deals with terms like polynomial. Method 3, when function of x, y is equal to x power n or y power n or x power n into y power n. It simply means if in the function we have only x terms, then method is applicable, or only y terms, then method is applicable, or we have a product of x and y, still the method is applicable provided n belongs to natural numbers. The only condition is that n and n must belongs to natural numbers. So considering one by one the examples, so example number 1, let's say we have an equation like this: b square plus 2dd dash plus d dash square of z is equal to x square plus xy plus y square. I am considering all these type of terms in a single question. So we have the correct idea then what is required. So now again, finding the particular integral means 1 over b square plus 2dd dash plus b dash square is equal to x square plus xy plus y square. Now if you remember, when we had method 3 of ODEs, we said what we need to do is to make a term 1 plus x power n to apply the binomial formula on it. We have a similar kind of technique here, but in PDEs you do not have a constant term in the denominator because we are considering homogeneous partial differential equation, so you will not find any constant in the denominator. So then what is the way to make 1, because it is mandatory to make the formula 1 plus x power n. So how we can make 1? So there are two possibilities: either take b dash common or take d common. Both possibilities are equal and you can try any of them. Let's say I am taking d dash common. So I took d dash square common. So then I have in the formula 1 plus then d square plus 2dd dash upon d dash square, and then x square plus xy plus y square. Now moving this term in the numerator, so 1 plus d square plus 2dd dash upon d dash square whole power minus 1, x square plus xy plus y square. Now using the formula of binomial, so 1 upon d dash square, it becomes 1 plus n x means d square plus 2dd dash over d dash square plus n minus 1 upon 2 factorial, then d square plus 2d dash upon d dash square whole square, and so on, and applying on x square plus xy plus y square. Now 1 upon d dash square now I am doing a little bit simplification in this. I am writing this d square upon d dash square plus 2d upon d dash. I splitted the LCM, 2 cancel with 2, so plus d square upon d dash square plus 2d upon d dash whole square and so on. Applying on x square plus xy plus y square. Now we need to apply each and every term of this bracket on this term till the term 0 arrives. So moving on this side, so we have particular integral will be equal to, first of all, 1 upon d dash square. So this is 1 upon d dash square, then bracket, then 1 applying on this term, so it becomes x square plus xy minus y square, then plus minus minus. Now we will apply this term on this term. So I am doing this calculation as a rough work, so you have the complete idea of this. So I need to find let me write here. I need to find d square upon d dash square plus 2d upon d dash, applying on x square plus xy plus y square. Now we have a d in numerator and d dash in denominator. D is representing, what is representing? D is generally representing the derivative with respect to x, and d dash is representing the derivative with respect to y. But if d dash is appearing in the denominator, then it means it is representing integral with respect to y. So it simply means we need to apply d square upon d dash square on x square plus xy plus y square and plus 2d upon d dash on x square plus xy plus y square. Now it doesn't make any problem if you apply numerator first and then denominator, or denominator first and then numerator. But I suggest that you apply numerator first, because numerator, the d appearing in the numerator is representing the derivative, and when we apply derivative on terms, in general the terms reduces. So if we have a reduced form, then it will be easier to integrate. Okay. So it means we are applying d square on this one first. So I am keeping 1 upon d dash square. So then second derivative d square of x square, second derivative of x square, first derivative is 2x and second derivative is 2. Then xy, derivative with respect to x, first derivative is y and second derivative is 0, because these are partial derivatives. Then the first derivative is 0 and second is 0, so total term is 2. Here we are keeping 2 upon d dash intact and differentiating x square. Once is 2x, derivative of xy is y and derivative of y square is 0. Now we can easily integrate. Integration with respect to y, So first integral is 2y and second integral is 2y square by 2. So 2 cancel with 2. Then here plus 2, derivative of 2x with respect to y is 2xy, and plus integral of y is y square by 2. So it simply means we have the response is y square plus 2 to the 4 xy and plus y square. When we applied this term on this term, the final answer is y square plus 4xy plus y square means 2y square plus 4xy is the answer. Then now the second term is this one. Now we need to apply this term on this term. So it simply means I am using the same idea here again. Square of this term, so if I write the square of this term, so I can easily write square means d square upon d dash square plus 2d upon d dash, and then d square upon d dash square plus 2d upon d dash multiplying on x square plus xy plus y square. Why it is fruitful to write in this way? Because the response of this term is here. The response of this term is this one. So if I write in this way, then I need to work lesser in compared to opening the square. So now what I did, I am writing d square upon d dash square plus 2d upon d dash. This term and answer of this term is 2y square plus 4xy. It means we will apply d square upon d dash square on 2y square plus 4xy, and then plus 2d upon d dash on 2y square plus 4xy. First derivative of this term is 0. So what I kept, 1 upon d dash square is kept. The first derivative is 0, second is 0. Plus first derivative is 4y and second derivative is 0. Coming here 2 upon d dash, first derivative is 0 and so it is 0. Then first derivative is 4y. Then we need to write the answer of the integral of 0 is 0 plus 2 4s are 8, and integral of y is y square by 2. So final answer is 4y square. So when we applied this term on this term, then we have the final answer plus 4y square. And since there is no x involved in this term, so next term will automatically be 0. It means now we have 1 upon d dash square x square plus xy minus y square minus y square minus 4xy minus y square plus 4y square. Y square, y square, y square and 4y square. It gives me 1 upon d dash square x square minus 3xy plus y square. Now we have 1 upon d dash square outside. It means integrating this term twice with respect to y. So once integrating this term means x square y minus 3xy square by 2 plus y cube by 3. and then integrating once more, it means x square y square by 2 minus 3x by 2 and y cube by 3 and plus y cube by 12. 3 cancel with 3. So it means my final answer will be x square y square by 2 minus xy cube by 2 plus y cube by 12. So this is example number 1 of method number 3. Now moving on to try another example with a little bit greater order. So now I am trying example number 2 for this method. So we have a good understanding of this method, which is very simple and similar to almost the same method 3 of higher order ODE. So now in example number 2 we have d cube minus, let me write it this way, partial 3z over partial x cube minus 3 partial 3z over partial x square into partial y is equal to x square y. Now I am just considering the product of both terms. So first of all, writing in operator d method, so d cube minus 3d square into d dash z is equal to x square y. Now finding the particular integral means 1 upon d cube minus 3d square into d dash applying on x square y. It means 1 upon, now I am taking d cube common. Why? I want to show you that if you take the highest power of d or the highest power of d dash from the denominator common, it doesn't make any difference in the final response. Both methods are absolutely correct in taking either d highest power of d common or highest power of d dash common. Since in previous scenario I took one d dash common, so in this case I am taking d common, so you have both kinds of test. So it means 1 minus 3 d square d dash upon d cube. So now we have x square y. Now moving this term in the numerator means 1 minus 3 d dash upon d, simplifying this, whole power minus 1 applying on x square y. Then opening with binomial 1 plus n x minus 3 d dash upon d plus n minus 1 upon 2 factorial square of this term and so on applying on x square y. Now in the next step 1 upon d cube 1 minus minus plus 3 d. Now I am applying, no, it is better to open this bracket like this, for 1 into x square y is x square y minus minus plus 3 d dash upon d applying on x square y, 2 factorial cancel with 2 plus 9 d dash square upon d square applying on x square y and so on. Now getting the response of each and every term separately. So particular integral is equal to 1 upon dq x square y plus, now I'm keeping free here. So what is needed? D dash upon d applying on x square y. So applying d dash first means 1 upon d is keeping. So answer is x square, derivative of y is 1 and integral of x square is x cube by 3. It means my final answer is x cube by 3 of this term. Then plus 9. Now d dash square upon d square applying on x square y. Again, like I did in previous case, I break the square. So now I have the answer of this term, which is this. So using the answer in this place, d dash upon d, and answer is x cube by 3. Derivative of x cube is 0 because d dash means derivative with respect to y and integral of 0 is 0. So it means we have final answer of this term is 0. So 3 cancel with 3. So 1 upon d cube x square y plus x cube. Now we need to integrate this term 3 times with respect to x. So integrating first is x cube by 3y plus x4 by 4. Then second time 1 upon d is here. So x4 by 12y plus x5 by 20. And then final integral is x5y by 60 plus x6 by 120. So this is example number 2, and if you watch it closely, you will find that I did not try anything fancy in that. Just like similar to the method we tried in higher order ODE method 3. So the only difference is that in higher order ODE we need to take common constant from the denominator. But here in higher order PDE, since we are discussing homogeneous higher order PDE, therefore there will be no term of constant in the denominator here. So then to make 1 in the denominator, there are two possibilities: either to take the highest power of d from the denominator as I did in this case, or take the highest power of d dash common from the denominator, which I did in example number 1. In both examples I tried both things to show you that there is no difference in the method, and you can try either in this way or in the way I did previously. So this is very simple method as far as higher order homogeneous third method is concerned. Remember, I am just solving for particular integral, but parallel you need to find complementary function as well. Just for your reminders, I like to show you that for particular, if you want to find the complementary function, then there is no problem if you will find particular integral first and complementary function second, or complementary function first or particular second. There is no difference in it. What is mandatory is to find both in each and every case of higher order, whether you are working in ODE or working in PDE. So the auxiliary equation for equation 1, it will be n cube minus 3m square into 1 is equal to 0. As I told you that d replaced with small n and d dash replaced with 1. So it means we have n cube minus 3m square equal to 0. It means we have m equal to 0, 0 and 3. Therefore, ZC will be equal to f1 y plus 0 into x plus x f2 y plus 0 into x plus f3 y plus 3x. You need to do these steps in each and every question of higher order. Then the final answer, that is z equal to zc plus zp, means f1 y plus x f2 y plus f3 y plus 3x. This is zc, and then plus zp was x power 5y upon 60 plus x power 6 upon 120. So this is the way to complete your question. I am focusing just on finding particular integral, because this will be we already discussed in first part of the higher order ODE. I just write it here for recalling you. So now it's time to write few examples for you using as practice problems. So I am writing few practice problems here for this method. Practice problems for method 3. Number 1, partial 2z over partial x square minus 2 partial 2z over partial x partial y plus partial 2z over partial y square is equal to x y square plus y x square. Number 2, partial 3z over partial x cube minus 2 partial 3z over partial x square into partial y plus 2 partial 3z over partial x partial y square, and plus minus partial 3z over partial y cube is equal to x cube plus y cube. Then number 3, partial 4z over partial x power 4 minus 4 partial 4z over partial x square partial y square is equal to 2x square y square plus 3xy. Then number 4, partial 2z over partial x partial y minus 3 partial 2z over partial y square is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square. So these are the 4 examples. Just used as practice problems. So this finishes the method number 3, and inshallah in next session we will start with method number 4. So thank you and goodbye as far as this session is concerned.